NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Bridgewater. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
To the air again with Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've gotten into the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. From the gun, Bridgewater. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Right side caught by Jackson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyree Jackson with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Divine Diablo. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. On the carry, it's Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyree Jackson with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taken over him. But many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Bridgewater. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Bridgewater completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second down and 7. Into the secondary past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Setting up play action. Franks. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds. Right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for Vegas. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Tyree Jackson, becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Carlson down to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater. That's caught left side by Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. First down, Bridgewater. This will be caught. Judy. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They go play action with Franks. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And down to the 20. A big play there just before halftime.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 30 on second down, Bridgewater. This one swung out to Williams. And he goes out right around the 39. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Bridgewater to throw it. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Franks. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. The Franks looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Franks. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Williams will try again. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I
there?
didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returning it, here's Hamler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
66 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. 2nd down and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To throw, Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
First down throw for Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They go back to the ground with Williams. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams again. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Broncos have broken the tie. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Play action now. Bridgewater. Got Gordon open, completes it. And some room to roam now. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Second and 20. Franks now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They begin the drive with Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays, they want executions.
We'll see how they handle the waning. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Franks. Buying time to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw. Franks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket then they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one